My name's Daryl Stubel, and I'm with the Province of Saskatchewan's Office of Disability Issues. We're here today at the provincial legislature to witness an announcement on the Rick Hansen initiative. It's a project that I've been working on for quite a few years, so I'm pretty excited to finally see this come to fruition.
My name is Lisa Franks. I'm a Paralympic athlete in both wheelchair basketball and wheelchair racing.
I'm Christine Salinger, and I am a Canadian National Para-Canoe and Kayak athlete, and I am very involved in adventures of all different kinds.
Initially, when I was first in the Wascana Rehab Center, I just met the right person right away, and I was introduced to Clayton Grine, who's very involved with wheelchair sports, and from there I got involved with the Saskatchewan Wheelchair Sports Association, and they hooked me up with several different sports between wheelchair rugby, wheelchair basketball, wheelchair racing. I just had this whole new world.
Probably the biggest thing that got me involved in sport was just seeing other people involved in sport, and just wanting to be with them and hang out with them and get to know them, and I did that through sport, and it was the most amazing experience. Just to get to know other people. Even just getting to know other people like you, other people who've been through similar experiences, means a lot.
My name is Andrea Muir. I'm the Executive Director of Saskatchewan Wheelchair Sports Association. Part of my job is to find funding opportunities to fund sports and recreation for people with disabilities.
Looking back, my first big hit in rugby was that's really what got me going and saying, you know what, this is a competitive sport. You can be competitive as an athlete.
Eventually.
Hey, how's it going? Good to see you, man.
You too.
Congratulations. It's a very exciting time.
It is.
Yeah, hi, I'm Rick Hansen. I'm the president of the Rick Hansen Foundation.
I think the key things that you need to be successful in getting those athletes involved is having those mentor people in your association that have been there, people that can help you adapt to a sport, learn how to travel, learn how to independently get around the world.
That's what inspired me to think about the Man in Motion Tour, is what could I do to make a difference and change attitudes, help remove barriers, and support a whole bunch of other people who had their programs that needed visibility and hopefully resources or volunteers.
When he was doing his original Man in Motion World Tour about 25 years ago, I actually wheeled with him in 3 parts of Saskatchewan. He did about 40,000 kilometers. I did about 7 or 8.
You know, one of the most important things as a person living with a spinal cord injury after I was newly injured, I benefited immensely from organizations and programs like the Canadian Paraplegic Association, Wheelchair Sport Associations, and they helped me to be able to see that my life could continue, and that they offered programs and support for me to be able to participate.
We have partnerships with Canadian Paraplegic Association, the Rick Hansen Foundation and Institute. One of our major funders is SAS Sport.
It's critical to have programs and services like this available in Canada, because without these programs to support individuals, they'll never accomplish what it is what they want to do.
They also helped me to be able to think about what was next in my world, like for instance going to university and having accessible housing and assisted devices and support, and it was a deep appreciation for the value of what that offering can provide in one's life.
I actually didn't have a lot of goals when I first started. I just wanted to get involved again. I was active before my injury, and that was the key thing, was to get active again.
Initially, I just sort of wanted to get involved in the disabled community. My adventure started as a result of just still wanting to complete my bucket list. I guess that's sort of where we went with it. Is, everyone has an idea of stuff they want to accomplish in their life. Mine had a lot of outdoor extreme adventure on it, and just right away I was like, there's nothing saying I can't do that still. And you get involved in whatever you can.
Something the members think are important is grassroots development, because that funds your next generation of athletes on the national team and on the international stage.
No athlete would be able to achieve what they do in Canada or in Saskatchewan without that mentorship and without the funding, without just the administrative knowledge. As far as registering for national championship, how do you know how to do that unless you have that organization there supporting you and guiding you along the way?
I was able to sort of come up with creative ways to make these adventures still happen.
Is everybody ready to go? I don't think I am. I'm always ready. Good morning. Thank you for joining us here this morning at your legislature building for today's announcement of a new partnership and a group of projects aimed at enhancing the lives of people with disabilities this morning. At this time, I'd like to ask Minister Dowdy to come to the podium for today's special announcement.
I'm pleased to announce today that our government has committed more than $4.3 million for a comprehensive 5-year Saskatchewan-based initiative in partnership with the National Rick Hansen Institute. By virtue of this commitment, Saskatchewan has assumed a leadership role in all of Canada in areas of spinal cord injury research and disability funding.
Perseverance is a good thing. As a testament to this announcement today, it took over 5 years to get there, but keep working. Don't give up on your dreams, and you will see success.
Get somebody in the disabled community who knows a lot of people, and just by word of mouth, these sports and these activities will spread rapidly.
There's a national program called Bridging the Gap, and what we do is we go into rehab centers and we work with the recreational therapists there, and we've made partnerships with them so that when someone is injured, Wheelchair Sports will go into the hospital and make first contact with these individuals, and hopefully we'll provide them opportunities for different sports, and hopefully they like one.
And then I think the big dream of, okay, I could be wearing the maple leaf on my back, that's just encouragement right there.
Doesn't get any better than that.
No, it doesn't. That's something that you dream of as an able-bodied kid, and then your dream might shift a little bit, but to still have that opportunity, in Canada especially, we just have the support to be able to achieve it.
The most important thing is to understand what the needs are of people with disabilities, particularly spinal cord injury. If you've had a chance to talk to people and you find out where their gaps are, then any program can actually gain incredible support, because it actually gets pulled along by that need, and of course people see the solution that they're actually providing. And of course you get validation from all those people who have actually benefited from the program, because they say, hey, what you're providing to me is making a difference in my life, and then funders and volunteers and all kinds of folks come to get involved in your initiative, and it helps you get there faster.
Do you know how many times I've heard, well, if Rick Hansen can wheel around the world, surely you can sweep and mop the kitchen floor. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rick Hansen.
Saskatchewan has a tremendous amount to be proud of, and to be able to look back and celebrate that success is very important. What really gives me tremendous pleasure today is to not just be looking back, but to be here with you ministers and of course the government of Saskatchewan, with Darryl, and of course the entire community celebrating what we can do to continue to move forward.
Today's announcement was excellent because it will fund opportunities to provide equipment to our members for grassroots programming.
And when the government steps up and says, you know what, we believe in you and we're going to help fund your solutions, it's incredibly motivating, it's enthusiastic, and it also helps to build bridges, because I think one of the most important things today is that people working on isolated programs need to step up and try to collaborate with others, because that synergy can really pay big dividends.
The most memorable moment was the Sydney Paralympic Games. Just going into that stadium, and it was electric. Just the hair stood up on the back of your neck. The fans were incredible. I was an 18-year-old kid and had never really experienced the world, and to go there and just achieve my first Paralympic medal was just incentive to keep training, to keep dreaming.
Those living in the communities, they are in desperate need of support, and to see the exceptional work of the Canadian Paraplegic Association here in Saskatchewan, to see Wheelchair Sports being able to offer programs, supports, and services. More importantly, to be exposed to amazing role models who are out there, really offering hope and possibility.
Look for different partnerships and grants. Sometimes look within your city. There might be some city grants or through your government, and I don't know if they have a SAS Sport or like a provincial sport organization. Lots of our money comes through there.
I think one thing that Saskatchewan does so well is it they keep their athletes involved no matter if they're retired or if they're still competing. There's such a good communication there between the athletes.
Since I left on my Man in Motion tour, the world has shrunk dramatically. We are not in isolation anymore. What we do locally has profound impact in creating and forging a global community. By being able to link and collaborate through the Rick Hansen Institute and all of the partners across Canada and around the world, you are now positioned to help accelerate your progress and get there even quicker.
Talk to other executive directors in the provinces. We have lots of knowledge, and I know myself, I always go to the ED of BC because she's been around for a long time.
You know, I think it all comes down to providing people with the opportunity. I think people have lots of aspirations, I think they have lots of dreams, they have lots of initiative. But what they need is some support in a number of different aspects. It could be from a personal support from family and friends. It could be from the sport organizations that are active in recruiting and being inclusive. And it could be specifically from a government or a non-government organization that could be quite helpful in facilitating all of the things that people do need to live active, healthy lifestyles.
You know what? People in New Brunswick are awesome. When I came through on my Man in Motion tour, all the years since, I'm just amazed at how progressive they are and great spirit, great enthusiasm. So I just say, keep up the great work. You guys are doing a fantastic job and never give up on your dreams.